So they are nicknaming this heat wave Cerberus. That's Cerberus. And that name is after the three-headed dog that guards the underworld in Greek mythology. And inevitably, this heat wave is being linked to climate change. Climate, C-L-I-M-A-T-E, means weather patterns. And climate change generally is used to mean the weather patterns that we worry about, that the world is hotting up because of carbon dioxide or CO2. Levels of carbon dioxide have risen higher than ever before since the 1950s, and this seems to be correlated to temperature rise. It's also been particularly hot this year in the US, North Africa, the Middle East, and Asia too. It's not just in Europe. Bizarrely, while all of this is going on, the UK has lost its heat wave. As I'm speaking, it's 16 degrees centigrade and rainy here. Hard sometimes to imagine, if you're in one place in the world, that the weather can be so different somewhere else. Next news item. Did you know that India is about to launch its third moon mission called Chandrayaan-3? This mission, M-I-S-S-I-O-N, which means a journey with a purpose, is unmanned. Unmanned, U-N-M-A-N-N-E-D, means there are no astronauts, no people on board. It's all done by robots and controlled from Earth. And the phrase being used, it's a soft moon landing. Only a part of the spaceship lands on the moon. Apparently, a soft moon landing is really tricky, really difficult. Despite lots of highly specialised technology and calculations and planning, it can easily go wrong. Chandrayaan-3 is made up of 3 modules. A module, M-O-D-U-L-E, is a part of something. There is a propulsion module. So the word propulsion, P-R-O-P-U-L-S-I-O-N, that's from the verb to propel, P-R-O-P-E-L, which means to push along. So the propulsion module powers the spacecraft, takes it on its journey, if you like. Chandrayaan-3 will take off and will arrive within 100 kilometres of the moon, and then it will orbit. To orbit, O-R-B-I-T, means to travel round. So this propulsion module will effectively park nearer to the moon and remain in orbit. And then a lander module will hopefully accomplish the landing, which is very difficult to do. Apparently, moon dust gets in the way and is a very big problem. And then there is a rover module, that's R-O-V-E-R. To rove, R-O-V-E, in English means to travel about and to explore. So it's hoped that the rover module will travel about, collect samples, take photographs, do some mapping, so that's assisting with the atlas of the moon, the geography of the moon. And it will also look for evidence of water or ice on the moon. Chandrayaan-3 will have been launched on the 14th of July and will take around 42 days before landing on the moon. So that'll be around the 23rd of August. Why does it take so long? Well, that's because Chandrayaan-3 will have to orbit the Earth 5 times, making a bigger orbit each time it goes round. That's in order to escape the Earth's gravity, G-R-A-V-I-T-Y, the force which pulls objects towards a large thing like a planet, which pulls objects towards the Earth. And it will flip into the moon's gravitational pull, and it will orbit 5 times around the moon before it attempts to land. It will be captured by the moon's gravity, in other words. This mission is about learning more about the moon, and Chandrayaan-3 will visit a part of the moon that hasn't been much explored yet. But the mission is also about developing the technology, refining it, and testing it out in a real-life situation so that further space exploration will be possible.